Well, Coop, Lachlan Galvin to the Dogs. We spotted that off Nobby's a few weeks ago.
What do you make of it, honestly?
Well, I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how quickly this has all happened. And so they say the move is imminent. They've got the bye this weekend. He'll make his debut. If they pick him in first grade Coops, ironically, against Parramatta, the team that he had the opportunity to go to and knock back.
I'm not sure what to make of it, because if you look at their list now, like Sexton, Burton, Galvin, Mann, Hayward, there's a lot of
ball handlers.
Like the way they play. There's just a lot of noise around Galvin for a young kid. And I don't know, if Serraldo, do you think he plays New South Wales Cup? Would you put him straight back in?
No, I would play New South Wales
I
Cup.
would too.
Yeah.
Because there's so much noise around this kid. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. But if you're a part of the team that's on top of the ladder, doing all these things that a team-first mentality has right now for the Dogs, they are, besides what happened recently, what they're doing, geez, you got to earn your stripes to be in that team.
I think it says a lot. I think it says a lot about the club, but also it's what Serraldo and Gus are saying to the team if they made Lockie go through New South Wales Cup and earn his jersey.
I would like that. I think that is the right path.
I do too.
But if he comes straight in over the top, I'm not sure where he plays, what the style of play is, and who fits in the jigsaw puzzle.
Well, let's imagine he doesn't play New South Wales Cup.
Yep.
So he either plays 6, 13 or 14. I'm guessing 14. But that's Bailey Hayward's role.
Yeah, who's been very good.
He's been very, very good. There's been noise constantly around Toby Sexton, who has been very good the last 12 months. Had a couple of poor performances recently, but you just don't throw a bloke in the trash can, who's been good for a period of time on a couple of on the back of a couple of poor performances. So I don't exactly know where they're going to place him. I see him as a 6 in the next 18 months. I see him as eventually as a 13.
Yeah, I don't think he can play 7 right now.
No.
Decision-making, kicking game, temperament. There's a few things that Toby Sexton's doing well that complements what the Dogs are doing.
Yep.
Could he play 7? Look, Serraldo has a history of working with Nathan Cleary. He's done a good job with Sexton to get him to where he is. So I'm not going to say that he can't, but he's going to need a lot of mentorship over the next 2-3 years before you even consider that, right? So what do they do now? That's a tricky situation.
Do you know, Coops, it's actually an opportunity for Toby. Toby would be looking at the moment going, oh, geez, he's coming.
Yeah.
Does this mean it's the end of me with all the noise and the fact he hasn't been offered a new contract? But if Galvin was to go to the Bulldogs, slip into the 6 jersey, and Burton moves somewhere else, and he and Sexton start to... I don't know.
You got Crichton and Cherry there.
I don't know whether they're... I don't see Burton as a fullback. People are saying they could play him a fullback. I think Connor Tracy's been fantastic there, but I just don't see Burton express enough
I agree.
to play fullback. So I don't know. But if he was to go into the 6 jersey, and I'm talking about like a Galvin here, and he and Sexton all of a sudden strike up this fantastic partnership and they go on a run, well, for Toby, that might be the thing that actually gets in the new contract.
Yeah. If I was talking to Toby Sexton, I would be saying, don't focus on anything that's been said or what you think. Focus on the things you've done well, because what you've done well is a point of difference to Galvin right now.
Yes.
So keep doing that and force the Dogs to find another option.
Yeah.
Because he is the only one at the moment who can provide that piece.
Righto. When the dust settles in a month's time, what do you think? How does that puzzle settle?
Oh,
I think Burton plays somewhere else. I don't know whether it's 13.
Well, the only other one is maybe it's 13, because he is a big body, strong defensively enough to do it.
Kurt Mann,
Yeah, maybe Crichton to fullback.
I don't know.
Burton to the centres. There's a lot to move around.
I mean, the Crichton situation, it's possible. When he originally went to the Dogs, it was talked he was going to play fullback. I like him in the centres.
I do too.
Because he's the best one of the best defensive centres I've ever seen.
He's the best centre in the game right now.
Yeah. So, anywho, it'll settle.
Yeah.
We'll find it. I just want to make, what we're going to do today, we're going to touch on Origin a little bit. We did it last week. We're going to talk about in focus. I'm going to have a look at Laurie Daly's playing career in Origin. Before we do that, Coop, I want to give a young player a rap, Iongi. The young fullback at Parramatta, this bloke is a really, really special player. We're seeing it more and more every week. And I just want to show you something from the game. It was actually my young bloke, Jack, who saw this, and he called me and said, just check this out. A really important part of the game in the second half. Look at this chase. Bang, and hits Turbo. Gets to first marker. Watch this next hit. Bang, like the physicality. And then he finds himself at marker again, and he goes for another one. Now, at this point, fullbacks usually send the wingers back, but he gets back on his bike to protect the 40-20, if they're going for it, takes it, and what's the physicality in this run? Again. Like, that's a lot of stuff you don't pick up in a game.